Hi, my name is Jeff and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're going to do something a little different. I've got a structure. This is a Walthers bank model that was already assembled. It was acquired by one of our club members at the club, but you can see it wasn't painted. You can see the shine on the plastic and the roof and on the walls. And could use a good coat of paint. And from the looks of it, it looks like we have some elements that are concrete and some that are cut stone. So we're going to use two different colors. But the first thing we need to do is deal with the fact that the windows already have glazing on them. And as we look at it, you can see it's glued in. They're glued in fairly securely. Looks like somebody used either a plastic solvent cement or CA based on the glazing you see on there, the fogging. And I'm not going to try and break those glue joints and get those out for risk of damaging the structure. So we're going to mask the windows. So let me show you how we did that. I used Tamara masking tape. It's 1/4 inch wide. It's got a good clean edge, so it works well on masking the structures. And you can see this is I think 1/4 inch wide. So we'll need a couple of pieces in there, get it up into the corners. And then we're going to make sure we get it pushed down along the edge of the doors here. And just work along the bottom. We want to make sure we cover it all fairly well. You can see I struggled here with getting these in using my large fingers, because 1-to-1 size fingers and HO scale openings don't always fit together well. But I want to go along all 4 sides of the door. This is a fairly large opening, so I want to get it in there. If I need to, I can trim some of the paint off with the number 11 blade in my hobby knife just to get a good, clean finish. In this case, a little bit of the tape curled underneath, so I wanted to get rid of that so I'd be sure it would stick down all the way. Once we get all of the door tape, then I'll show you how I do the curved window at the top, which will be similar to how I'm going to do the long windows with the arch top on the sides of the building. You can kind of see them here. And one thing I didn't think of sooner, and I do eventually, and you'll see that I switch to it, is to use a pair of tweezers to hold the tape and get it into place. It gives me much finer control. You'll see that in a few minutes on me doing that. Here you can see I'm trying to trim the excess tape off. The hobby knife, this blade was a little bit dull. I've used it a couple times. I did not follow my normal rule and start the project with a brand new blade, and I paid the price for it and had to redo some of the taping on here. But once I got that off, I realized the issue and changed out the blade. Things went a lot smoother with trimming. Wasn't quite happy with how that edge is up to the side. Want to make sure we get it in because we do want to get those doors covered as much as possible. Although I am going to have to come in with a very fine brush later and paint the doors and the mullins on the window. It's going to take some very fine work to make sure I stay off the window glazing. For the curved window, we're going to start by going across the bottom. I started by trying to go across the top. That didn't work. So go straight across the bottom and then tuck it into the sides. And then I put a second piece on, and this is where I discovered that how dull my blade was. You'll see in a second where it just kind of removes that top piece of tape when I try and trim it. I pull off the excess and it just brought the whole piece off because it didn't cut through the tape. So now we got a brand new blade in here. We can come back in and very carefully cut through the tape and lift off the excess. Now we'll get a second piece of tape on the top once we get the lower piece trimmed. You'll also notice that the word State Bank is a decal above the doorway. That's going to be removed later in the video, so stay tuned and you'll see how you're doing that. By the way, if you're enjoying my videos or you're learning something new, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post a full format video every Thursday and a short on Mondays. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And please, if you have a comment, if there's something you like, something you do differently that you'd like to do, or something you'd like to see me do that you're not sure how to do and you'd like to see me do it, leave a comment below. I try and answer all the comments as quickly as I can, so I'd love to hear from you. Okay, the model moved a little off camera as I was getting it close enough to see exactly what I was doing, but you can see I've got that done. The windows are done, just a smaller version of the door. Again, get that in place, and here you can see I'm using the tweezers to get it into place, and then I can take my finger to hold once it's in place and hold it in while I remove the tweezers. Then I use the tips of the tweezers just to kind of burnish the tape edge down onto the window frame. And the second piece of tape to finish the window. I did the other front window the same as this one, and I use that same technique for the windows on the sides. The sides and rear of the building. As I was doing this, one thing that I did find is that the rear door was not glued in nearly as well as the windows are, so that did actually come out, so we'll glue that back in after we have it painted. And this will finish up this window as I just remove the excess tape from it. Again, take your time and work carefully. Make sure you've got that knife blade right where you want it so that you're leaving everything you want to protect covered. By the way, this video is not sponsored. I purchase all of my supplies, whether it's the masking tape, the models. In this case, this model was provided by a club member for me to make the video with. He felt we'd put it to use somewhere on our layout, one of the two layouts. So the model belongs to the Arlington Heights Society of Model Engineers, and we thank our Vice President Pat for acquiring this and donating it. Okay, with the front model, I also have the windows on the side. You see, I started using the Tamara tape and then realized I could do the same thing quicker if I used blue painter's tape. So I did that for the larger windows. To remove the decal at the top, I'm going to use Walthers Salva Set. This is a decal setting solution. But one of the nice things about it is that it'll soften that decal very quickly, and using the micro brush that I'm applying to the decal setting solution with, I'll be able to just scrub that lettering off and then just wipe away any residue with a paper towel. And you can just see in the time it takes me to put the cap on, if I can get it on. The setting solution has done its job, and the lettering is just scrubbing right off with that micro brush. Yeah, most of it off, then just took a paper towel. I actually dipped this in a little 70% isopropyl alcohol just to clean up, because there was some dust and debris on here as well. So I just wanted to clean that up a little bit before we paint it, which will be the next step. I'm going to give this a primer coat of Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X. This is Perfect Gray, which I find makes a good concrete color. And we'll need that for the pillars and for some of the trim work, the cornices, and some of the moldings. And of course the steps leading up to the front of the building. For the stone, I'm going to use this Fiat flat color acrylic paint by Folk Art, and this is called Crushed Stone. And we'll apply that. You'll see in next week's video that'll get applied with a brush